the members of the National Fire Authority Board, the CEO of National Fire Authority, government officials, representatives from the insurance companies, private sector representatives, management and staff of the National Fire Authority, representatives from the municipal councils, director of local government, members of the media, distinguished guests. Like every other organization in any sector, we now find ourselves at crossroads. The way we think, what we focus on, and where we want to get to, all of this requires a different perspective. It is therefore my pleasure to officiate the launching of the National Fire Authority's new strategic plan 2021 to 2026. The plan sets out the strategic direction for the NFA and its stakeholders for the next 5 years. And your presence here today is a clear testament of our collective commitment to the safety of every Fijian and every community. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this launch calls for your partnership to set a concrete foundation for Fiji's fire services as we embark on this 5-year journey. According to National Fire Authority statistics, since January this year to date, a total of 101 structural fire incidents have been recorded. Of this, 39 occurred in the Central Eastern Division, 46 in the Western Division, and 16 in the Northern Division. Of the 101 fire incidents, 88 incidents were residential fires and 7 were commercial incidents. If we are to look at the value of loss, the total cost of damage is estimated at over $6 million. Now, for a period of 10.5 months, these numbers are unsettling. The statistics are alarming and signals the need for all stakeholders and communities to work together in partnership with the National Fire Authority in the next 5 years for the prevention of fires from destroying our homes, our properties, and even precious lives. Ladies and gentlemen, in the month of November only, and the month is still not over, 13 homes were destroyed by fire. The CEO of NFA also mentioned to me that 3 homes were destroyed by fire in the Western Division within a period of 12 hours a few weeks ago. We have had fire incidents at Vatoa Road, Narere, completely destroyed a 2-flat home containing 9 bedrooms. This left 13 family members homeless with no belongings. Visama in Nosori, a 4-bedroom house was destroyed and left 4 people homeless. It was very unfortunate that in this fire incident, an elderly woman lost her life. The fire was caused by a lit prayer diya. A fire incident in Sakoda Tadirwa destroyed 5 homes, leaving 22 people homeless. The fire was caused by unattended cooking. And I can continue with the list, and the list is not going to end very soon. Now, what these incidents have in common is they could have been avoided. All these fires could have been avoided. And that is why, to a very large extent, the role of firemen and women needs to continuously reorientated from firefighting to fire prevention. This is the direction we need to take. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that the recognition of these very grim realities is the reason why we need a strategic direction. I commend NFA for coming up with a strategic plan that puts community awareness, quality of service, risk preparedness, and community resilience at the forefront. In fact, the strategies contained in the plan outlines the commitment of government through the Ministry of Local Government and the NFA to all Fijians. This is also enshrined in our 5 years and 20 years National Development Plan. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now set a vision for ourselves, a vision of resilient communities with effective emergency services. And with this vision, we have set a strategic pathway with a mission to preserve life, property, and the environment through community education, disaster and emergency risk reduction, and dedicated, efficient quality service. I take this opportunity to acknowledge all our stakeholders who have extended their partnership to assist NFA in the successful launch of the Integrated Community Fire Warden and Emergency Response Framework at Yako Village earlier this year. Ladies and gentlemen, the NFA plays a key role in ensuring building plans comply with fire safety regulations in accordance with the Fiji National Building Code. This isn't an easy task, so we urge insurance companies and the municipal councils to ensure that the building plans for new developments, irrespective of size and value, have the appropriate endorsements of the authority for fire safety compliance. Building contractors and developers have a responsibility to undertake proper checks and balances before starting construction. In some cases, it is when construction reaches an advanced level that the NFA's approval is sought in regards to fire safety compliance, but then it's too late. I would like to thank those that have been working hand in hand with NFA to ensure compliance of the Fiji National Building Code. Your investment in building plans may come at a cost, but in the long run, it ensures safety of lives and buildings. And I would like to mention that as the Minister for Local Government, I often receive calls from many Fijians who are trying to build their first home, even from the business community, who normally seek some guidance from me in regards to getting the plans cleared quickly. And when I enter into this discussion, I realize the idea behind getting the plan out of the way is simply to get the structure up faster, because getting the structure up faster means saving time, saving money. But unfortunately, they do not realize that shortcut is not the way when you're trying to build a very costly building. We need to put all the measures, and we need to take into consideration all the measures and comply with the laws, so that once we have that building up and running, we feel safe in that building. We know all these safety measures are in place. And this is where we need to change people's mindset so that they become more fire aware. I mean, that awareness is there about the risk that the fire can cause to lives and the building and the property. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fijian government continues to invest in essential services such as fire services. We currently have 4,154 existing fire hydrants in the country. That's 435 in the Northern Division, 1,879 in the Central Eastern Division, and 1,840 in the Western Division. And we have to increase this number continuously. The authority has also invested in flow meters in an effort to predetermine the static pressure and the volumetric flow rate at every hydrant. Ladies and gentlemen, today the NFA has 9 fire stations operating in Suva, Valilevu, Nakasi, Nosori, Korovo, Levuka, Lemi, Navua, and Pacific Harbour in the Central Eastern Division. 7 fire stations operating in Lotoka, Korolevu, Singatoka, Nendi, Ba, Tavua, Reki Reki in the Western Division. and 4 fire stations operating in Lambasa, Senganga, Savu-Savu, and Tavini in the Northern Division. The new Nambowalu Fire Station in the north will be the latest addition. This will increase the total number of fire stations to 21 once Nambowalu is commissioned and opened for operation. As we speak, NFA has only 2 fire stations outside of Viti Levu and Vanua Levu. These are located in the islands of Taveuni and Levuka. The future plan is to spread out the services to the maritime islands that have government centers such as Kandavu, Lakemba, and Rotuma. Broadening NFA's scope will have a bearing on the expansion of the fire boundaries and impact the authorities' revenue streams. At this juncture, I would like to acknowledge the insurance companies, the business communities, and fellow Fijians who have invested in insuring their properties. I also acknowledge the Water Authority of Fiji for maintaining the supply of water and maintenance of fire hydrants, not to mention the building and property owners who have invested in connecting directly to NFA's private fire alarm system for the early alert, response, and mitigation. I wish to extend my gratitude to the Fiji Police Force for their role during any fire emergency and their valued assistance in fire investigations. I also acknowledge Energy Fiji Limited for their assistance during our operations and also in substantiating our findings, particularly in the electrical field. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the board, management, and team at NFA for being at the forefront during the COVID-19 pandemic. You had all gone beyond the call of duty to assist in our containment efforts. I understand that NFA teams in the Northern Division and Taveuni are still involved in quarantine checks during repatriation. It is crucial that this strategic plan 2021-2026 provides a comprehensive look at the propositional approach that the authority is willing to undertake to ensure that it can execute its activities over the next 5 years effectively and efficiently through its people. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to officially launch the National Fire Authority's 5-year strategic plan 2021-2026 and the annual costed operation plan 2021 to 2022. So thank you very much, and I would like to encourage NFA team to continue serving the public, serving the business community, and continue serving Fiji, which we all greatly appreciate. I know the amount of work NFA were doing behind the scene during COVID-19. The whole team were out and about, and I'm also aware that the staff of NFA during the work that they were doing caught COVID, and they recovered and returned to work. So I appreciate, and the stories that we heard from the CEO, they put their life for us. This is the kind of job they do, and that's why they are called firefighters. They fight the fire to save us, and we all should appreciate the work they have done. This is the staff who were recruited at NFA before the current set of staff. We should appreciate them, the past staff and the present staff, for the work they are doing. So Vinaka Vakalevu, thank you very much.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The unveiling of the strategic plan, the launch of the NFA 2021 to 2026 strategic plan, and the costed operational plan 2021 to 2022. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Please, a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.